Let's move on. Something I don't want to spend too much time on, but Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah.
You want to bring us up to speed?
Yeah, well, there's definitely several new developments, as some of you may or may not have heard. A few days ago, authorities found a secret apartment that he had that only one of his friends knew about, and he had weapons stored in there. And they went in and took more things out of it. So that was, something that came out this week, and as well as the warden has decided to put Aaron Hernandez in solitary confinement, understandably, because a lot of the inmates are looking to either gain recognition by hurting him, or things can get crazy in prison. So they're going to keep him by himself. And also, the sheriff has said, even though Aaron Hernandez is engaged, he will not allow him to marry while he's in jail, because he feels that that's something that he's only going to enjoy when he's free, not in prison.
And unfortunately, the way it looks, Aaron Hernandez could be spending the rest of his life in prison. I mean, I'm
not laughing because it's funny. It's just sad.
Yeah, it is sad. And granted, everybody's innocent until proven guilty.
Right.
But when you have a history of making the wrong decisions about who you hang out with, and it's come out that Aaron Hernandez, a Bristol, Connecticut native, was involved with gangs, was involved with drugs, and all this kind of other stuff, and a lot of violence in his past. And, you would think signing a contract with the Patriots would have changed him. Right. But obviously not.
Right. And actually today they had a release where they said that the NFL, the Patriots, they have a maturity test for players. Out of a 1 to 10, what would you guess Aaron Hernandez scored when he
Aaron Hernandez on
yes.
maturity? On a 1 to
It's
10?
Called the social maturity test.
I've got to say a 3 or 2.
A 1.
A 1.
He scored a 1. And that came out today, and I was like, wow.
Which leads me to wonder why the Patriots would have signed him.
Well, only one reason I can think of. He's good. Well, 2. He's good, and money.
Well, yes, but at the same time, the Patriots, and it's the same thing with a lot of the teams that are legacy teams.
Right.
They hold a certain standard. And, you would think somebody that would have the social maturity of a chimpanzee wouldn't make it to the Patriots.
Right. Well, honestly, I think even people who score high on those tests, there's only so much you can know about what someone's going to do. Right. You know what I'm saying? But that was just an interesting find. But
I understand that.
Yeah.
I like it, and I do understand it.
So.
We got another tweet from GI Tasty Bacon.
Yeah.
This year's Stanley Cup was the highest ratings for a Stanley Cup final since the mid-'90s.
Wow.
Stop the NHL hate. Yes, I will take that on myself. Thank you for the tweet. And
my response to that would be, if there's a way to see where most of the viewership, the geographic came from, I'd love to see where.
Well, it's definitely the U.S. because we don't necessarily get Canada's ratings.
Right.
But you're right. It would be something that I would like to see, and which is actually surprising to me.
Right.
That it would be the highest rated, because I thought with the lockout and everything, I thought hockey lost a lot of its viewership.
Right. Well, yeah. Well, apparently not. So.
So thank you, GI @GI_Tasty Bacon.
I do love bacon.
Yeah. Oh, who doesn't love bacon? So, all right. So with Aaron Hernandez, and the fact is now they're looking at him for at least another double murder, double homicide in the area, and another one I heard from a couple years ago, and it's unfortunate that that we have to talk about something like this, because you know what? Honestly, this blows the O.J. Simpson case out of the water.
Yeah.
O.J. Simpson was retired already when everything went down.
Right.
Whether he did or he did it, it's been 20 years ago. Let's put it to rest. We don't know what's in his head. But he is serving the majority of his life in prison anyway.
Yes.
So he got what he had coming to him regardless.
Right.
Now Aaron Hernandez, 23 years old, looks to be spending the rest of his life in prison.
He just had a baby girl. She's 8 months old. Like that's.
It's sad when a father is in prison and not able to be with his child.
Yeah.
It's very sad.